boiling.
I saw who are the guests this season? Because season 4 is what we're talking about. It's finally coming out.
Yes, we have Howie Mandel, Jack Black, Amber Rose, Kelly Osbourne, T.I.
Why would Howie Mandel has to be aware of the show?
Howie Mandel, yeah. So the guest range the entire spectrum. Most of them, our ideal guests know absolutely nothing, and 95% of the guests know absolutely nothing. Still to this day, like we had Abby Lee Miller, who's a dance mom. She came on the show. And she walked up to my assistant director and went, "Now, what is this show? Is it a cartoon or is it with real people?" And we were just like, yes. But even Howie Mandel and Jack Black that knew the show, they're still great guests because they're still being tortured. Howie Mandel's a germaphobe.
Well, that's why would Howie Mandel ever
he just loved
agree?
The show. He just loved the show. He loves pranking people, so like he got it. So like, and he's just like, you know, a big name to get. So we're not going to pass on
of course
Howie Mandel or Jack Black. So like they're friends, they're fans of the show, they're sweethearts. And we were like, how do we prank them if they know the show? But it's still easy because Howie Mandel is a germaphobe. So we know when we use dental floss on his head from the rafters, or like I'm pulling, dead squid out of the ground and shoving it in his face, that he's going to have a reaction.
Right.
Jack Black, we hooked up to this lie detector test, and we didn't tell him that we had like electrodes, like a shock collar, like a dog shock collar hooked up to it. So we were like shocking him every time he said anything.
You were like, we can't psychologically torture them because they know the show, they know us, they're friends.
Yeah.
We just physically torture them.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much it.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah. When I was watching the trailer for it, the one that stuck out to me was T.I. Because that's a guy who like might have a sense of humor, but not so much about himself.
Exactly. I think he thought the guests were in on it. Like I think he saw a little bit, and he's like, "Oh, the guests are probably in on it." And then when he got there,
he's also gone to jail on gun charges.
Yeah, he's a terrifying guy to provoke. But he was nice. Like he walked out, but he was nice about it. He wasn't a dick. He was like, "You know what? I've seen enough male nudity for one day."
Right.
And then he's like, "You know what? I'm going to cue my own exit."
Right.
I politely declined.
He left the show going, "You know what? It's not for me. It's your show, though. I'm not going to dictate what you do, but I'm going to go ahead and take a walk."
He had it up. It wasn't like Lauren Conrad who walked out. Lauren Conrad was a storm out. T.I. was a walkout.
That's good. And that's probably right. Like that's what you want. Just a nice walkout.
Yeah,
that's
like,
ideal.
You know what? I have hit my limit. That guy's penis is my limit. That's my cue to leave.
Yeah, I
get
that. I get that.